This is probably the deepest the conference has been talent-wise since I've been at Northern, and probably since I've been in college coaching, because I've only coached in the GLIAC, right? I started at Grand Valley, then I was at Wayne State, and now I'm here. And when I look at all those rosters and who are on and who the coaches are, and I think it's going to be a really fun year. And that's why I just kind of think it's really important to not get fixated on results, because we could play a great match against a team like Grand Valley or Davenport and still be a loss. But if we feel like we played really well and we got exposed in some ways that we can learn from and build on, I'm gonna be happy. And sometimes I have to grit my teeth to smile through it a little bit, but I will, because I know that's what's best for these guys, this team this year. We have a group of players, starters that won a championship, both regular season and a tournament championship. You know, that team, that starting lineup had Ali Yacko at libero. She's a libero this year. Jackie Smith and Lizzie Stark outside. They were outsides on that team. Megan Meyer in the middle. She was the middle on that team. Anya Hyatt's not a middle. She's a right side now, but she was on the floor. Maddie Crowley on the floor. Lauren Vandermartel was on the floor. So we're returning all of those people, and they've experienced the successes, and maybe through a little bit of being naive at how hard it was to accomplish. And last year with a little bit of that reality check, I think they're not fools this year. I think they know what it takes and the grind that they have to put in to succeed. And I have every belief that they're going to do it, and we're going to be as competitive as we can be in this league. Like I said, knowing it's going to be a challenge every night we walk in that gym to compete, but I think we're capable of being right there near the top. I wish there was a way to appropriately describe what Ali means to this program. It's really hard, because it wasn't until after she got hurt that it really exposed her leadership, her value. And she's come back, and her leadership is noticeable right away. Her skill is slowly coming back at the speed that it needs to be at. But the scrimmage we had at Michigan Tech last weekend, she looked great. And so Ali is one of those people that, we're enjoying every day she's here, because we know it's a finite amount of time. But I'm super grateful for her, and I love her, and she's going to be a huge part of whatever we accomplish this year on and off the floor. Allie's going to be a big part of that. So Rain Thompson reached out to me via email. She's from Lower Michigan, kind of just outside Grand Rapids at Whitehall. And I saw her film, and I was super impressed. And I had seen her play in one club event, AAU event. And I reached out to her, and it just so happened that she had just torn her ACL when it happened, her junior year. And we had been talking, and I said, look, I'm in it with you. I said, I think you're a talented athlete. I know how driven you are. I know you're going to be able to push through this injury and be better because of it, and probably stronger than you were when you started. And she was like, okay. And so those first, however many months was just, how's rehab? How's it going? And so when it came down to it, she had offers from other schools that we compete with. She had some offers from some Division I schools, and that connection, I think, meant a lot to her. And so that's why she chose Northern. Kenzie from Baraboo. Also, we saw my old volunteer assistant, Sarah Keene, saw her. And, we were kind of like, I don't know if she's going to be good enough, and we'll see. And we just I was like, but we need to keep our eye on her. And she just got better and better and better. And you just watch, you can see athletes, and you can see what they're capable of. You can see how driven they are based on how they respond to adversity and things like that. And you could just see that she was a competitor. And so we knew she was going to get better. She had the physical tools to be a competitor at this level. And so it was just kind of a slow process. And we had her on campus. The team loved her. We really liked her. And that was kind of it. And we just made the offer, and she had accepted. So we're grateful for both of them. It's a small class of only 2 people. But I'm not a believer in just bringing in a bunch of people to see what sticks. I truly believe in relationship building, and these 2 we built a really strong connection with, and I'm super fired up to have them in the gym. You're always sizing up the freshmen, right? The first time you compete, the first drill you do, how good are they? And they're good. And so you earn respect just by showing up and being a good volleyball player, right? And then that allows you to create depth quickly in your relationship, because you're already getting along, because we've recruited all just good people. But now you add that layer of competitiveness, and it just makes all the difference in the world, because the team sees that, hey, they're going to make us a better volleyball team, not just a better program by being good people, but a better volleyball team based on their physical talent. And so it's like they've known each other for years, and it's just a really cool thing to see, and it's gonna attribute to our success down the road.